the aforementioned disables like the Frostbite or Burrow Strike, and even with that tiny 0 armor Phoenix, just the right clicks of a Riki are gonna
10 seconds
tear him up.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah, I mean, they had 2 vehicles, they had the Axe as well, but, I mean, during Kiev, I just felt like the Lifestealer plus Bomb combination kind of fell off just off of the Slardar, or just off the Centaur, or just off the Earth Spirit. It seemed that if you were picking up Lifestealer, arguably Magnus would be the biggest signal that, oh, okay, this is definitely turning into like a Lifestealer draft, but I don't know, Lifestealer is kind of fallen off in popularity for some reason, and I'm kind of surprised because he wasn't really that much of a Midas builder. In China he was, but outside of that, like, I don't know, I'm seeing less and less Lifestealer, so it's not too surprising to me that he makes it to the last phase, but it would have been probably better than a Juggernaut, I think, so it's probably wise for TNC to ban that out. Yeah, no. Oh, is that legendary? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, this is going to be a tough hero to shake that impression then, because, yeah, Phoenix is, as we said in the draft, just a lot to be concerned about. And, I mean, if the Axe is able to get early farm, if Slardar is able to get early, you're going to be able to do Initiate on your terms, and, you know, blink into Call into Sunray, blink into Crush into Sunray, that's all great initiation, but your laning phase has to go very solid if you're a clutch gamers this game. Yeah, because, well, this time the Radiant ones are pulsating and not the Dire ones, because I know yesterday it was the other way around. Yeah, that's true, but I think it is upgrading them. Oh, man. Actually, I've been watching, I was watching Epicenter qualifiers just before this, and, like, at least 80% of the players had the shield next to their HP bars. So, yeah, yep, these Chinese players don't mess around. I don't think you're gonna see that in any other region. I think so, yeah. It's like a prestige thing. It's a lot of money. They love the game, God help them. They're making it free for me, so I can't complain. I haven't, I'm on the fence. I don't know whether to get the 75 compendium or the level 1 compendium right now.
The battle begins.
I know, I really want the terrain. Oh, Tim steals the bounty rune up top. Armel also gonna take a little bit of damage. Yeah, Fly Solo is going to be around here for a little bit. Oh, and Armel just straight places it in vision of Cuckoo. So Tim's knows exactly where it is. He's holding on to it. Yeah, but Armel just spent his tango on a tree, and so now Fly Solo definitely needs to stay here. Yeah.
You have been denied.
Hey. Yeah, poor Advanced Shield helps out a little bit, but the first few levels are super rough for Ember, and then even later on, you don't really get to keep your Flame Guard for very much because Lena's spells are so cheap, so spammable, and so much magic damage that it'll just burn right through your Flame Guard. Yeah, he's holding on to level 2. He's super close to it, but Boombax is doing a pretty good job zoning him out. He's gonna get it now, and Burrow Strike Caustic immediately leveled.
This'll come in handy.
Dude, Rappy's getting really low. He's gonna have to shrine. Yeah, but I don't think he wanted to have to spend it like that. Yeah, Axe is having a tough time though. He's still level, I mean, he's the same level as the Ricky, and technically Ricky was kind of sapping experience. Meanwhile, Sam H actually gets the kill while going for the bounty rune, or something, illusion rune. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say the boots are definitely a big thing because, I mean, most of the time, once you get the crush, a bootless Sand King is definitely going to die to a booted up Juggernaut Blade Fury. But now, with Burrow Strike, Sam H is really safe in this bot lane. Unless a Phoenix comes by. But he's spotted by this Sand King illusion. Crush is still up. Goes all the way back to base. He had his shrine available still, but I guess... Oh, he picked up a bottle. He picked up a bottle, so I guess worth. Oh, Rappy. Where are the spins? Where are the spins at? Damn. Yeah, it's very unlucky. No mid lane. Armel lost his sentry ward. No. There's the chance. Yeah, they were guaranteed that one. The Observer ward here made sure that Chains was definitely going to connect. Yeah, this is, I mean, the Sentry ward went down, and Phoenix had clearly left, so Tims knew that it was a free license to go on the Lina, and, I mean, like we said, this is typically a difficult match for an Ember, but, I mean, with Arcane Aura boosting up your spam, being able to keep your Flame Guard and your Searing Chains up, and then Ricky rotations, that definitely helps out, and TNC up 3-0 already.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
GG. Of course not. Not enough to spot out Sam H getting rotated on though. Boombax gets a kill, but really, Sand King has already gotten fair. Oh, mid lane. Oh, wait, never mind. Cuckoo's just jungling. I mentioned that it was important for CG to make sure that their Slaughter and their Axe are getting farmed, but I'm pretty sure Sam H is going to complete a Blink Dagger before either of those cores do, so initiation's going to be very tricky. For what it's worth, at least the Phoenix isn't getting too hassled, but, I mean, I wasn't expecting Sand King to be able to get such a, like, so much farm this early on.
Death's bound.
I mean, he gets dusted, but I'm pretty sure he's... Oh, never mind. Phoenix comes in. Yeah, no more dust left on Slaughter. He's gonna have to buy something else. And Phoenix's rotation at least was able to take the rune away from Ember, but now the top lane's getting pushed by Raven. There's only level 1 Frostbite. Nice, Alice. Oh!
What did you learn?
Yeah, I saw quite a few angry pings in that vicinity, but they only just now placed that ward. It was just well-timed. I mean, I wouldn't have expected it as a Lina, especially a Crystal Maiden. The Riki you'd expect, sure, but you'd expect the Riki to be going with the Sand King, not the Crystal Maiden. But CM managed to hit level 4, got that Frostbite, and that's all they needed, plus the Smoke Cloud. Yeah, it loses a little bit of value at daytime. It's very valuable at nighttime because the enemy will have no idea whatsoever, but it's still gonna help whenever they decide to push, and whenever you have a Terrorblade on your team, you're looking to push very early on, and bot lane, Cuckoo gonna get the kill on Boombax trying to go for a rune, and Cuckoo's just getting larger and larger. Sunder? Oof. I think he just took it. Like, why? I think he was sitting on a skill point.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, if nothing else, I'm actually surprised that he didn't go for one casual point in Reflection, because, I mean, against the Clutch Gamers team, like, the initiation that they have with move speed of the Slardar, and then being able to, you know, protect yourself with the enemy illusions and the slow. Tim's wants vengeance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No, he definitely didn't.
Captured in the flame.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Did you mess up the overlay also? Of course it's okay, because people expect it at this point. Yeah, that soft leather on the sides really makes it some classy Dota. Terrorblade's push got stopped on this bot lane, so Metamorphosis is down, but it looks like TNC still want to continue pressuring this lane. Smoke up as the supports wrap around. Terrorblade's going to show himself. We'll see if the supports can successfully go on Gabby.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I don't know if Gabby knows. What's Gabby doing? Oh, okay. That was a clever play. He must have seen it, because that's the safest option for him. But this, yeah, I mean, like, Solo's gonna die. He wishes he had a Blade Fury TP. Nah, dive is cooldown. And Boombax is tough spot. They're looking for him. He emerges. He doesn't have a TP.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
He doesn't have the gold for a TP either. He just has to run for his dear life for like the next 30 seconds or so.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Into the black seas of infinity.
I'm surprised he just didn't try hiding in the side shop for a while. I mean, like, I don't really know how you intend to get out of that situation as a Slardar, but yeah, he goes down. Cuckoo gets yet another kill, and I mean, the two cores of TNC are doing very well. Terrorblade topping the net worth, and Ember Spirit close second. He has tricks. Yeah, he's dead. It just timed out. It was because I think it was like one of those like make sure Ricky's not sniping the courier or getting behind Lena wards, and it just now timed out. So he probably placed it like 5 minutes into the game. But yeah, it got vision. They kill off Ricky, and they're a little bit safe for going for this push, but really all they need is Reor to shut it down. The Blink Dagger is completed for Axe, and so ideally they're gonna find more initiation, but TNC are just avoiding the fights now that they have one hero down. Yeah, they're going to be able to take this top tower pretty much uncontested. I'm pretty sure Axe showed his Blink Dagger as he killed the Ricky, so they know that it's on the field. So that has definitely affected TNC's positioning. They probably weren't going to defend this tier 1 anyway, but now you see how deep Tim's is going to make sure that if Axe is trying to get behind this tier 1 mid to defend it, TNC are going to be very ready, and really all they need is Raven with Metamorphosis to push it anyway.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's hugging the creep wave. Yeah. Yeah, he would have been dead for sure, but gets out. I was very... like, they were all in on Axe coming into the eastern to southern side of this mid-tier 1, and they were just not expecting Axe to come from the Radiant Ancients, and Terribly just got demolished immediately, and at the very least they were able to finish off the Slardar on the right side and then get a follow-up kill on the Lena, but still, Terrorblade is the #1 net worth hero right now, so Clutch Gamers get a very important pick with that. He cliffs himself. He doesn't have any points in Sunray. That's crazy. He's so greedy. Axe can just turn around and call him. But he's actually gonna get out. Oh my god!
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, Cuckoo only had 1 remnant. Otherwise, if he had 2 remnants, he would have put 1 on the cliff and just finished him off with Reor playing with fire, and he gets out okay.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
She's got to get in on this Tranquil's Windlace trend that you're telling me about. Right now, all he has is Tranquils. You're on the ground floor or something. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Which has me wondering how early on Clutch Gamers are planning on going for a gem, because you're definitely going to need it. pretty soon in this game. Oh, Tim's knee deep. They find Lean. Huh?
You shall rise again, Phoenix.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
He has one now, but yeah. Get it? He had this arcane rune, so he was really going ham on it. But that means that this mid-tier one, it finally does go down, and Moonvex does not have a blink. Definitely cannot fight into a Terrorblade with sprint enabled. Hell, Gabby can't even do it either. Both of these heroes TP in immediately get forced out. The Cloud.
Death's bounty.
Right. They're still respecting it. Tim's the only person here defending this tier 1, and yet Clutch gamers don't feel confident. Yeah, they're very afraid. It's just these two supports, and they single-handedly stop the push of 5 heroes on Clutch gamers. Sand Mage has completed his Blink Dagger now, and so that's part of the intimidation factor, is you don't know when this Sand King is going to emerge, and the Smoke Cloud into the Burrow Strike setup is so easy for a Sand King, because slow plus the turn right slow makes it very, very difficult for an enemy to escape.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. He has more than enough damage on his team. Terrorblade is massive right now and has nearly 2k net worth on top of the Juggernaut, and there is a lot of room to grow once he completes this Manta style.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, what a play on Gabby up top. Yeah, so Gabby was trying to do the same thing as before. He was going Blade Fury, as Rappy gets the kill on the Crystal Maiden. But that, you still would definitely take the Juggernaut kill. Rappy was, Gabby was trying to go for the Blade Fury TP, and right as soon as he was getting close to the creep wave, Sand King blinked and Burrow Striked, and then on top of that, they just put down all the silences and everything else, and he was so close to getting that Blade Fury off, but he was just too predictable.
Radiant's top tower.
Would you say that they're Clutch gamers? Oh, okay. The problem is that these heroes aren't the best at coming back from behind. Like, Axe is a very snowball-dependent hero, because his whole advantage is that I'm super tanky, and the rest of your team can't really damage me. So if I jump in, and I use my Blade Mail, I'm going to out-damage the rest of you. But as Terrorblade gets larger and larger, as Ricky gets larger and larger, they'll be able to damage the Axe and not really care too much about the Blade Mail.
I'll take your tribute.
Not really.
Never refuse gold given.
Yeah, but as far as mid-game lifesteal, at most you'd see like a Ricky Vlad's, but there's no way that's coming before the...
Radiant's bottom tower is
that ward
under
gets
attack. Radiant structures.
It's, yeah, there's no way you'd see it before the Diffusal Blade. And this Diffusal Blade, like, Tim's is also getting an exceptional amount of farm. He's out-farming the Slaughter, and they know that this Roche is going on. Scan spots it out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'll take that as tribute.
Yeah, at least Fly Solo manages to get himself killed to a neutral, and Juggernaut does get out with the Aegis. It was pretty much just Ricky and Juggernaut inside the pit after that cloud went down. Ember Spirit put in a remnant, but then decided to not take the fight because Lina was in the vicinity, and so Omni Slash was spent. The first hit connected on Ricky, the rest of it connected on Roche, and then it was just Ricky and Juggernaut dueling for the Aegis, but Juggernaut comes out on top, finishes off the Ricky, and yeah, it is basically a roughly even trade in terms of the heroes that go down, but the fact that CG was able to get out with a Aegis despite being like 4k net worth down is definitely a big advantage for them. They're gonna have to first defend this Metamorphosis push from Terrorblade. Their primary initiators are both dead because Slardar is getting very close to the Blink Dagger, but he still does not have it yet. And so Terrorblade really has nothing to be afraid of.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
And you see how critical Axe initiation is for Clutch Gamers to get anything done. I mean, Slardar will have his Blink Dagger probably like a minute after he respawns, but the first 20 minutes have all been an adventure on getting Blink calls, and that fight at the pit is enough signs of life that they're definitely still in this game, despite still being like 6k net worth down, but if they don't get the proper teamfight initiation, which is hard because you don't have ward vision, there's very little radiant vision on the map right now. It's all aggressive dire vision right now.
Death's bounty.
They smoke up on TNC, but I don't think they want to defend this tier 1. Metamorphosis is down.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This'll come in handy.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
God, this is so deep.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No gem. So he knows where these two initiators are. Boombax has completed his Blink Dagger, Rappy has his Blink Dagger, and Tims knows exactly where both of these heroes are. And if he gets a smoke light, he can straddle both of them, but I guess they really don't want to have to fight into this Aegis. TNC is just waiting. But, I mean, Terrorblade's pushing mid super fast.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
I mean, that's great and all, but they could have gotten 0 kills and they still come out on top. Tier 3 single-handedly claimed mid by the Terrorblade with Metamorphosis, and Clutch Gamers spent all 5 heroes on that bot tier 2, and that's not an even trade at all.
Haste.
Yeah, this is the problem of not having any anti-push on Clutch Gamers. Normally you can just send 1 hero back, but you look at the 5 heroes that Clutch Gamers have, no 1 hero can stop a Terrorblade push. You need to send 2 or probably 3 just to stop a solo Terrorblade. Aegis is going to time out in 1 minute. I don't know if Clutch Gamers are going to do anything with it. Yeah. Yeah, Manta Style plus Blink Dagger plus Diffusal Blade, you're pretty safe. You play pretty aggressive. Ideally, they can jump onto the Terror Blade. But right now, they'll look for anything. Oh! She had a Shadow Blade. She was inside the Shadow Blade. I don't know how the hell Sam H knew, but he did. Instead, they're gonna try to go on Rior, but Rior gets out as well. They're getting so close to all of these kills, and none of them are successful. Yeah.
I'll take all. Never refuse gold given.
Oh. They're so close, they're like pixels off every single time. Sam H quietly steals a double damage rune right in front of Clutch Gamers, but Rappy isn't quick enough to be able to catch him. And now Terrorblade has completed a Scotty, so all this time has successfully bought the one position of TNC a solid 4k net worth advantage on top of the Juggernaut.
Double damage.
Yeah, they need more aggressive vision. Ideally, it seems like TNC want a pick before they just start mindlessly sieging high ground. Mid is a pretty safe bet, seeing as how the tier 3 tower's already gone down. But if you spend a Metamorphosis right now, they want to be able to get 2 towers or 1 full lane or something like that. I don't think TNC want to just siege.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, TNC. I mean, I can almost like feel how important this whole series is to them, because like I feel like in most situations you go for the tier 2 push at that stage as TNC, but they don't. They're playing it super safe. Safer than they need to, probably, but you're never gonna really lose a game for playing too safe when you have this heavy of an advantage at 28 minutes. Yeah, but TNC scales at roughly the same pace. There are no Midases in this game at all, and so no real pressure is coming out that like, oh god, this guy's gonna complete some big item, this Phoenix Midas or whatever. At most, Phoenix is gonna get that 150 GPM talent, and that is something that you kind of need to be concerned about. But Fly Solo is still level 12, he needs that at level 15, and I imagine you're probably gonna lose a Rax before Phoenix hits level 15. Now BKB picked up for Lina. As you said, RML very good at catching up. Shadow Blade, 13 charged Bloodstone, and now a 10-second BKB. I guess both teams are just gonna wait for Roche. Still no gem picked up on Radiant. And there are tons of sentries by Dire. The entire, like, left half of the map is just bathed in sentries. Yeah, I'm surprised. Because, I mean, that's the kind of warding you see when you're against a Riki, not when you are the Riki. Oh, they finally... Oh, Radiant has a gem, finally. Boombacks. Yeah, and they can start reclaiming control before Roche comes up, and it's going to be a late Roche, so slowly Clutch Gamers is going to be able to wedge their way out of their base, but they need to be very, very careful, because chances are that Riki at this point is aware that they have a gem. He's going to continue playing it a little bit more conservatively. H. It's far back though. They're gonna check Roche. So they get some information, but the only information that they get is that it's not up.
A tool to teach.
There are none so stabbed as those who will not see.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised that Terrorblade died. Not only was he, like, he could have run up to his shrine, which is still unactivated, but he could have sundered one of his teammates. Like, you can't sunder Juggernaut during Omnislash, obviously, but... Oh, trying to find Gabby. They know, but they don't have the Yules cancel in time. Both of them had Yules. Ember and Sand King both had Yules. But no dice. What do you think about this Cuckoo Ember Yules, by the way? Oh. Bye-bye, Phoenix. Oh!
I'll take that as true.
Yeah, they want to fight. Burrow Strike Epicenter. Wait, who?
That wasn't too
Who?
bright.
No, yeah. I mean, I understand why Sand King went for the backlines, but they got greedy and they lost everything. Slardar didn't die to the Reiki. Luna didn't die because of this BKB activation, because you needed the Burrow Strike to connect immediately after the Epicenter. And then Ember Spirit jumps in because he was assuming the Epicenter was going to be able to get the kill. 3 heroes go down for TNC, and they lose the Roche. It's becoming a game. I mean, after like 15 minutes of super conservative play, all of a sudden TNC is just like, yeah, let's go for every single kill possible. Let's not try to guarantee kills. And so, yeah, that definitely got punished heavily. And they're not going to be able to go off of high ground unless if they, oh man, they are hemorrhaging kills. And the courier goes down.
Middle tower has fallen.
Oh no, it's the Radiant. It's the Radiant courier. Radiant courier had the Scotty for Juggernaut. They have Metamorphosis. Oop.
Dire structures are fortified.
The problem is, Terrorblade doesn't want to have to spend all these resources just burning through the Aegis. They need to kill everyone and the Juggernaut. They can't just kill the Juggernaut. Oh yeah, that's true. Although she didn't take the respawn time talent, so she will heal people up, but she's not going to come immediately back into the fight. I mean, TNC are still in control of this game, but that, like, they need to stick with what's been working. It's either conservative play or very careful pushes, and that whole exchange right before the Roche, that was neither of those things. They're still looking for picks, and they might find this Phoenix. Yeah. That helps. Oh, Phoenix has a very short respawn time. I mean, they can try pushing mid. It'll be fighting into an Aegis, but the tier 3 tower is already dead because of the work that Terrorblade did earlier, but no, TNC are just gonna start strangling the base. I mean, strangling the jungle, but Slardar still has his gem. Yeah, at this point, I feel like farming more is working in Clutch Gamer's favor. rather than TNC's favor, so I'm surprised that they keep splitting it up. I mean, like, an Aegis is intimidating, sure, but so is letting the enemy team, like it used to be 12,000 net worth advantage, it has quietly shrunk down to like a 6,000 net worth advantage.
More fuel for my fire.
There is no dishonor in regeneration.
Yeah, which is why, like, you just let Terrorblade siege. You let the Riki stay in the back. If someone jumps the Terrorblade, put a cloud on it. If someone jumps the Terrorblade, frostbite them. If someone jumps the Terrorblade, burrow strikes them. Just let Terrorblade do his thing. Like, they haven't really let Terrorblade be Terrorblade for the past 10 minutes or so.
Death's bounty.
But they don't do it. Yeah, they like a combat Terrorblade as opposed to a siege cannon Terrorblade. And it works during the mid-early game, but during the late game you see the issues. Now Gabby still has this Aegis, has Scotty completed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle barracks have fallen.
SamH has Blink Burrow Strike and he's gonna connect. But it's the least valuable target, probably. Armel, BKB, TP. What? What? You... Yes? Yeah, I mean, Metamorphosis will probably time out by the time they get to high ground, but that was, you gotta enable that option in your settings, kids. Only make TP cancel on stop. It'll save your life. It'll save your BKB charges. Really? Oh man, that would drive me crazy. I have a lot of, like, random options. Oh, yeah, yeah. Gotta have relax, you're fine, am I right? Oh, the sound ones, yeah. Wow! That is definitely the best one. Yeah. All classics. Yeah, I don't know them though. Can you understand them? Or are you familiar with them? And like this one, onto Gabby. Well, I'm calling for a kill. Gabby's not gonna die. Yules? Burrow Strike? Oh, he got his Aghanim Scepter delivered on the courier right as that happened.
Radiant's bottom tower is
They can kind of turn it now. Gabby's kind of in a weird spot, but they don't... Oh, Jesus. Meanwhile, Lena's getting sieged, kills off the Riki, but SamH is still stalling, but he needs to back out now.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
I'm surprised that they went for the bot lane. I'm like, I would have thought that once you get the backdoor protection down, you just try to take down the mid racks, but I guess, well, they didn't have Metamorphosis, it looks like, because Raven has Metamorphosis up right now. Okay. Oh, that's true also. Yeah, because the pressure will continue. They've lost the melee racks, and it may seem like Clutch Gamers wants to finish off. No, there's no big shrine. Okay, so what's the Chinese thing they're calling for a Sunstrike on what? Oh, okay. What's the one that also has the female commentator? Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, because that's the one that I remember that everyone was saying the same word, and I was just like, that's something exciting's going on. Nope. Ricky has been dead too long. That's as those balls of those strikes they go with. Kill the egg! Sunder? Oh! Yeah, minus 20 seconds. Them being able to kill off a Terrorblade is, like, again, they're showing that this Terrorblade is mortal, and that was pretty much just the Axe, because Juggernaut was off fighting the Ember Spirit, Axe just activated Blade Mail, activated BKB, and then called the Terrorblade, and Terrorblade pretty much killed himself. I feel like he had a chance for Sunder yet again, because there's no way Taunt lasted that long, but I mean, yet again, Raven was not able to successfully Sunder anyone, and was just barely in range for call, and well played by Rappy to get that HP threshold like right on the money. Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, you have to assume that you're able to get the Satanic active off, and whenever you're at fully... Oh, okay. That's true. Ooh, yeah. Cool down. Still though, every single fight won is a fight in Clutch Gamers' favor. The net worth advantage is pretty much diminished entirely, and Clutch Gamers are, I mean, I guess BKB timings are pretty equivalent. Lena's BKB is down to 5 seconds now, but Axe has just only used his BKB twice. Terrorblade used BKB twice as well, but Lena has an Aghanim Scepter, and so Lena doesn't even really care too much about Terrorblade's BKB, because if you get that burst damage right when he's kind of close to Sunder range, then he's not going to be able to get it off, and Raven still has not been able to get a successful Sunder off, and now they're going to lose Roche completely uncontested as well. Right. Yeah. Yeah, and as soon as they picked up the gem, the game immediately started going in Clutch Gamers' favor, because they were hemmed into their base pretty heavily, but not only were they able to get a lot of the dire wards killed, but they basically discouraged Ricky from being on their half of the map, and once Ricky stops getting information, then he's not as useful of a hero anymore.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, because even the simple solution of letting Terrorblade siege is very difficult now, because Axe has a BKB, and so he's not going to care about any Ricky counter-initiation, he's not going to care about any Sand King counter-initiation. If you jump the Terrorblade is going to get dragged up into your base, and so they're gonna have dueling smokes, or actually no, just Dire smoked up. Radiant might walk into it. By the way, that Roche also gave cheese, so Boombax is sitting on cheese. Gabby is really far up, and he's not going to TP. He doesn't have a TP, actually. He has the Aegis. Yeah, but I mean... I guess that's true. Yeah, no, they need to go back home.
Dire's middle barracks.
Oh wow, that's actually a very risky TP from Sand King, but I don't know.
Dire's bottom.
Terrorblade still has his backpack. He's just running. They're just...
Dire's middle barracks have fallen. Dire's bottom barracks have fallen.
Blink. Ooh. It's getting cancelled. He's gonna get out. Oh! I mean, he still doesn't have a TP, so he's just gonna have to run. Run like hell. He does run very fast. Oh, do it! Do it!
My blade has tasted better.
That was a situation where Ricky was just like, where is my team? Obviously they knew where I was amped up, but no one on TNC was following him. And like the most recent fight recap doesn't show it, but that was basically like a 10,000 net worth advantage all of a sudden because of 2 buybacks on the side of TNC, I believe. And Elena Brax. And Ricky had the game plan that was at the first 20 minutes of the game. He isolated the Phoenix, got the Diffusal Blade, got the Cloud off, but Phoenix has a Force Staff at this point of the game. So, yeah, Ricky is losing efficacy with each passing minute, and at this point, Clutch Gamers are now comfortably in the lead of this game. They still have the cheese, I think? No, they ate the cheese. Oh, no, yeah. Juggernaut has the cheese now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh.
Radiant's bottom tower
made?
is under
Crystal
attack.
Maiden. Yeah, yet another BKB used by Lena, but hers has already been 5 seconds. Axe didn't have to use his BKB. Terrorblade didn't have to use his BKB. And so, yeah, it's just Crystal Maiden dying is the only expenditure. He's dead. Get the gem.
I'll take that as tribute.
Ah, they can buy another gem. That's the advantage of buying a gem so early on, is that it's going to come back in stock almost certainly if you need it like another 40 minutes later. And so this is this is something that OG really likes. They love these early gems, and it's not so much like in this situation they were against a Ricky, and so I can understand why Clutch Gamers definitely went for the gem. But OG just gets gems just to solidify map control and solidify vision control, and you can see the advantage of it. It's very difficult for an enemy team when they're in the lead to keep that lead if they don't have vision. Axe. But he's got that sunlight. Okay, now he. Oh, jeez. Activate the shrine!
I'll take.
Yeah. Which, again, isn't too big of a deal because both teams probably have it in stock, but TNC have not bought a gem of their own. They've just been content with the fact that they've been losing vision all over the place. And so, yeah, Ricky gives it back. He has buyback. I don't think he'll need to... Although this top lane is getting pushed, unless if Sam H does some sick creep skipping. Yeah, he forced staff to creep. I mean, he's going to be able to creep skip one lane, but yeah, it doesn't matter. The wave is already approaching the tower. Oh! Yeah, and at this point, Juggernaut is capping out. He hasn't bought a Moon Shard yet, but once he gets that Moon Shard, then Juggernaut is 6-slotted. And Terrorblade is also roughly at the same spot. He has 2 Scotties, but he also does not have a Moon Shard yet. But, I'm kind of surprised he went for 2 Scotties instead of an MKB on Juggernaut. I mean, on Terrorblade. Because there's a Solar Crest on Slardar, and there's a Butterfly on Juggernaut. Yeah, I mean, I've never been a fan of double Scotty, but on Terrorblade it's probably one of the most legitimate heroes to get it on, but even then, like, what good is... Like... Has anyone even been setting that up on Clutch Gamers? I feel like all the Yules have been self-Yules. Yeah, no one on Radiant Team has Yules. They've just been setting themselves up. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, it's just because they're trying to purge off all these other debuffs and slows and stuff like that. Yeah, no. I mean, the thing that Raven is probably most concerned about is taunt, but there's nothing he can do against that. And so, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Lifesteal wouldn't have been bad, because really, the only time he's getting chain CC'd is from taunt into something else, but if you're CC'd during taunt, then you're still going to be able to lifesteal like you said, so... I don't know. I don't know if second Scotty was the play. I'd say either MKB or the lifesteal that you mentioned.
Radiant's top tower is under
12
attack.
HP. Meanwhile, Terrorblade Illusion trying to return the favor up top. Yeah. They look like they want to smoke on CG. I don't know if it's the best time. Both teams, I don't know if either team knows that Roche is up right now. Fly Solo could go in for the Icarus dive, but that's a bit risky, because at this stage, Super was actually pretty valuable, and Terrorblade Illusion is going to confirm it for Dire. Oh yeah, definitely. Pretty much every single time Raven has used BKB, it's been just to right-click the egg. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, Madam. If they back off, then almost certainly Clutch Gamers get this Roche. But the problem is that TNC don't have any idea where Clutch Gamers is right now.
The rune of regeneration.
They know that Supernova's down, but the rest of the Clutch Gamers ultimates are up, and this Terrorblade Metamorphosis is going to time out in about like 20 more seconds, so they're going to give it up. And they can't contest this really. You have Epicenter, but that's kind of like not that valuable at this stage of the game. This thing is dying so fast. Solar Crest plus the amp damage. He doesn't actually have Egg. That's the bit of a problem, but they get the Aegis anyway. Yeah, right? So Aegis went to Gabby, Juggernaut yet again. Cheese went on to Axe. And I mean, they're basically mega'd. There's that 12 HP Rax at the bottom, but once they get this Rax, then they're not gonna really have much of a defense. Terrorblade does not have Metamorphosis. What a crush.
Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
He has my back. He made me spend it. Oh, what a call. Yeah, it was an expensive defense. It was a buyback on Cuckoo, Ember Spirit, and Tim's Ricky, and so 2 heroes having to buy back. You still lose the tier 3, but you were able to fight through a Juggernaut Aegis, and I believe the cheese? Yeah, Radiant doesn't have a cheese anymore. But you're still 20,000 net worth down, and with the tier 3 being taken, it's much easier for Axe to get initiation. This game, I say, Rappy's MVP for me. Because, like, getting the initial call Blade Mail on Terrorblade, who might die again if he sticks around longer in this mid lane, that was what really started turning the game around, because Terrorblade has not won a fight since that fight near Radiant Ancients. He doesn't have Metamorphosis. You can't tier 4. You can break back door and you can go bot. Tier 3 is pretty low.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top Radiant's top
This'll come in handy.
It's a much cheaper defense for Clutch Gamers though, and they were able to get the kill on the Ricky. Yeah, Ricky's really, he's in a tough spot. He's already used all the charges on his Diffusal number 2, and so he can buy a fresh one if he wants to, which it looks like that's what Tim's going for, but... Oh, okay, yeah. He's got to get on that Boboka double Aquila train. That's the real moneymaker for Ricky. That's true. Holy reflection. TP. Both teams are getting very, very nervous. You didn't really need to go for that push as Clutch Gamers. Like, you can do a safer push by just pushing out the top lane and then going all the way, you know, normally to the barracks. They were trying to push up, break backdoor protection mid, and then go to the top lane. but that's so risky. They knew that TNC buybacks were down. You can take it slow. But now they have to buy back the Slardar, and almost certainly the Juggernaut will have to buy back as well. It's dependent on which cores get initiated on. Last time Juggernaut had gotten stunned and then reflected, he died. Right? If Juggernaut, I mean, if Terrorblade gets called or crushed, he'll die. So whoever gets the jump first is gonna win the fight. But right now,
Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
it's tied. Yeah, that's true. Except Terrorblade's buyback is down for how much longer? Terrorblade's buyback is up. Oh, okay. So what's the buyback status? The teams are pretty much tied in buyback as well. Yeah, he knew that they wouldn't be able to... Oh, Sammy just spotted. Sammy just fine, though. In fact, Gabby might need to be careful. Yeah, so they knew that if Juggernaut bought back, there was no way that they could keep TNC there. Because Axe was getting too far pushed back, Slaughter was getting too far pushed back, and you can't really initiate with a Supernova. So as soon as TNC hears that buyback, they would have immediately just ran. And then, you know, that's all they really wanted. If you get a Rax, Clutch doesn't really care too much. You can see how quickly they're pushing this lane out. I don't know why they're pushing bot out this far. I mean, I can understand the Rax went down, you want to take it a safe distance, but this is like really deep. Your top lane's now getting pretty dangerously close. Exactly. Nice, yeah, okay, so he keeps trading between the Shadow Blade. He could just activate the Shadow Blade and then put it into his backpack. Oh yeah, then you swap it. That's true. Let's see, what's the 25 status looking like? Because Phoenix got his. Lina went for Fiery Soul, of course. Axe went for armor. Oh man, but I love Battle Hunger DPS. But he needs armor this game. Yeah. No, it would be completely irrelevant. As long as, like, really, the game plan is still the same for Rappi. You blink, call the Terrorblade, and if you have Blade Mail on, if TNC is helping out the Terrorblade, he will die. So, again, TNC will push out bot, but the Rax is already taken. It's the high stakes, man. It's best of 5. It's a Manila Masters for your home country. You don't want to mess around here.
Death's bounty.
Yeah. But yet again, these fights are being decided so quickly, and is he getting more than one cloud off regardless? Yeah, maybe. But then again, you also have to be concerned about the 2 BKBs, and Slardar is about to put a 3rd BKB on the roster for CG, so... Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually goes backstab multiplier this game. Terrorblade... Oh, Terrorblade went for Sunder cooldown. Huh. Yeah... I mean, it's good if you are ahead. At 65 minutes, I don't think it's good, because these fights are so fast, though. Like, you are not going to be able to Sunder, like, every 10 seconds. You will either die in the 10 seconds, or you will not die in the 10 seconds. You talking about these armlet, Dagon, Terrorblade strats, or whatever. Those are amazing strats. You'll see. The cheese will come to professional one day. What Sam can go for. 50 LP, I don't understand that. By the time any team starts pushing, everyone's gonna have buyback all over again. Like, this was TNC's turn because Radiant bought back, but Slardar gonna have his buyback in a minute and a half. Axe already has his buyback in 1 more second, so nothing is happening.
Never refuse gold given.
Double damage.
I don't even know who you give Aegis to at this stage. Gabby is like fully slotted out. Lena's fully slotted out. Axe is fully slotted out. I guess you can give it to Slardar, but okay, yeah, I can agree with that. I'm honestly surprised that he's still holding on to this Shadow Blade for this long. Like, at the very least, finish into... Oh, Ricky? Dead. Oh!
Nothing like a little cooldown.
Being snared in fire. Assassins never die.
Dunked. Oh! Oh.
Coin of the realm.
Oh, dude, you're like a puck at this stage. You got Force Staff, you got Yules, you got Blade Dagger, you got Ags, Burrow Strike, and Sandstorm. There's no one who can catch you. That's true. Or a high-speed Illusory Orb. You're gonna go for Roche. This is a little bit... This is ballsy from CG. They only have 2 heroes here. CG, I mean, Gabby... Oh my god. Oh. Supernova? Wait, can you say something? That Ember buyback is pretty valuable. Okay. Straight Supernova. Gotta get your cooldowns back. Sheepstick. God, Sand King.
Radiant's top barracks.
Strike, 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 strike. My soldier's fortune.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Yeah, definitely. The better question is, what do you do with this? Do you really think they're gonna push with this? Because Clutch Gamers didn't buy back. So they'll have buybacks if you push this. It's just the Axe buyback though. And on the enemy side, Crystal Maiden bought back in that, and Ember Spirit bought back in that fight. So right now TNC are down in buybacks.
The axe's edge is keen again.
The embers still burn.
Terrorblade Sunder. Yeah, where's that 10 seconds at? Got the Sunray. Kill the axe. Oh my god!
Radiant's top barracks.
What is Raven doing? Raven, what are you doing?
Behold my searing jails.
Why would you buy back on the Terrorblade? I thought he had his refresher, that's why he bought back. Oh boy. See, this is why I don't think they should have pushed. Right now, the king of the hill is Juggernaut. If you, I see a green yes in a sea of red no's, and that's very important right now because both teams are the cusp of being mega'd. I don't think mega would even bring this game any closer to ending. The fact that there are 9 buybacks down, that's the important thing. Yeah, but have you seen either team, quote, slowly sieging this entire game? Yeah. Jeez. This is ballsy. This is all or nothing. With no vision. Yeah, but he's not the one smoking up. Egg is down for 20 seconds. And Axe is dead for 15 seconds. So you have a very small window. So risky.
Radiant's top barracks have fallen.
They want to avoid it. They don't have TPs. Cuckoo has a TP, but Gabby gets a kill onto the Crystal Maiden.
Radiant's top barracks are
Oh my god.
under attack.
Oh god. Oh! He's gone. Oh god, Sheepstick! Sheep him! Sheep him! Fly solo! Sheep him! 4-step! 4-step sheep! 4-step sheep! What the f— Oh, okay, okay. But yeah, that's why I said 4-step sheep. Yeah!
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Oh my god, Tim's is taking it!
Radiant's
He has
top
TP, he
barracks
can blink out TP.
The Dire now have mega creeps.
No, you go for tier 4s. Screw it. Who cares about megas? Terrorblade's dead for a minute. You know he doesn't have buyback. No. What's the point of both? Go for tier 4s. What a cloud!
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Tier 4s. Oh god. Epicenter channeling.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks are falling. Dire's top
Oh my god. Rapier! He has a rapier!
Dire's mid tower is under attack.
They shouldn't have gone for that last push. That last push was unnecessary. TNC, I mean. Like, yeah, it's great, you got megas and all, but there's no way you get out of that situation alive. If you take the megas, you're going to give up at least 2 or 3 kills. Maybe the Terrorblade gets out,